Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an what am I playing? Wallfly Special, EIKWMFRG45G8. So this is like the same setup as Domba's tournament format, with Domba's half the cards being Domba's G8 collection. And I'm playing with Wallfly, Fofo, and Patooti. So let's take a quick look. Read the G8 cards I don't know. Whenever you take food or building resources from an accumulation space, leave one of them on the space and take a sow action. Doesn't seem too bad. Some hands will really appreciate getting lots of sow actions. Whenever you use the fishing action space, you get a food and a wood. Gluten-free baker, I know. Acquirer. Acquirer is the pick unless I see something else that's really good. Colliery Overman. Once during the game, after using a stone accumulation space, pay 3 stone, 1 reed to build 1 stone room. So this card is saving you 2 stone, 1 reed over a regular stone room, and it saves you it makes the action come a bit quicker. So this card is like the 2 stone, 1 reed, and then save an action. Good Shepherd, build a pasture occupying. When you breed sheep, you get 2 sheep. Porcelain Maker. Improve it with a printed clay cost, 2 food and 1 clay before paying the cost. Yeah, so card quality is quite high here. Quite high. I think I'm taking Acquirer because if we can get a repeated bake action with gluten-free baker, that could be 4 food. Like it net 2 food and a point each round. So I think Acquirer hope to wheel gluten-free baker and hope to pick up some way of plowing. Or sorry, baking. Good Shepherd does seem quite good, Montu, I agree. Circus Promoter. Whenever you bake bread, take all the food from traveling players. Whenever you use the traveling players action, you may bake bread afterwards. So this with any, this is the card that I don't think I need to take it here, but this is the card that I want to get, and like I want some traveling players synergy, and then I can play Circus Promoter and take Circus Promoter every round, and it'll be a 3 food and a point action with Acquirer functionally. Swamp Farmer. Swamp Farmer's fine. Tapestry Weaver. Livestock Farmer. Receive a sheep when you plow your second field, so get 1 of each type of animal when you do plowing. Shearer. Shearer is pretty good. Honestly, there's some pretty good cards here. I almost wonder if I should take Circus Promoter. I mean, Shearer is the far better card. I guess I hope Circus Promoter wheels. That should be the line. Hope Circus Performer wheels and take Shearer here. Yeah. Plowman is pretty good, but with this hand, I might not play occupations and want to play very many occupations early. Alright, here's Baker. So there's a way of getting bake actions. So with Baker, I believe the line is Acquirer round 1, acquire vegetable, play Baker round 3, play gluten-free baker round 3, bake the 2 vegetables, acquire vegetable round 4, maybe play Baker round 4, or more likely play Baker round 5. Yeah, I think that's the line here. Settler. Round action space, 1 of your unbuilt spin. Yeah, okay, it's Baker, and it's not close. It's really not close. Oh, one thing to note. Baker does say I have to have an improvement with the bake symbol. Let me double check the compendium on Baker to see if I can bake. I mean, what basically if I have the improvement, I don't need to use it, but it does seem like I need to have the improvement. Why is searching for baker not doing anything? Hello? This is weird. Search function's not working for some reason. Improvements numerically. I want occupations alphabetically. And then I click on baker. Yeah. Oh, so here, if you have an appropriate improvement. So if you have an appropriate improvement is different. That's very different. Baker, agricola without improvement. I can look this up in here. Am I gonna plow and sow veg? Maybe. It's not, there's no, with the baker I almost don't need to. Gluten-free baker, can you bake with it? Here we go. What's in here? Pie oven. Let me search baker in the rules subforum. It doesn't say on here. I could search through more, but I think as written it's pretty clear that I need to actually have an improvement, unfortunately. Okay, pepper farmer. Well, pepper farmer, I can sow the vegetables that I acquire onto the pepper farmer. We've got master mason here, which makes our stone rooms cheaper, or just rooms cheaper generally, not necessarily stone rooms. Yeah, I guess I'm taking pepper farmer, and I'm really hoping that if I don't see gluten-free baker with my next action, I'm gonna be very sad. There it is. Yep, 8-wheel. This is the card that I've based my whole game around. So yeah. Okay. Now we can take tapestry weaver. Looks like a good play with shearer, and we're really hoping for something that lets us play occupations easier. Colliery Overman is ridiculous. I think it's good. Yeah, tapestry wield with good shepherd. Yeah. I think Colliery Overman is good, but my analysis of it is that it saves you 2 stone, 1 read, and an action. So you can look at the occupation action as saving you a 2 stone, 1 read action, and then it just gives you a next 1 action, which is not that good. What makes the card ridiculous is that you don't need to go on the start player action. Yeah, I think it's very similar to Stonehouse Extension. Yeah, that's sort of my analysis, except the difference is, of course, you're not playing it on start player. No, neither card seems to trigger off of room discounters, for example. Like Colliery Overman, the way it's written, it's pretty clear you have to pay this price. Like you can't discount that price at all. So I think that might make it okay. Um, yeah. But obviously it's really good. Like there are hands that it's amazing with, like Officer, Plow Driver, whatever. Any Stonehouse plan. Because saving you 2 stone 1 reed, like getting an extra 2 stone 1 reed is kind of the difference between being able to build a stone house or a stone room or not off a lot of the time. So it's like it's very important resources for that kind of hand. You don't need to play it off the more contested. I think what I would highlight Lumen is or Montu. I don't know where that came from. I think what I would highlight Montu is that the synergy between start player and Stonehouse extension is very high because either you are giving yourself the first action next round to get to the family growth space first, or you're taking start player with a build room action, which makes your next round better, and both are very powerful. Both those effects are very powerful. It does seem, I do agree that it seems quite good, and it's going to be the kind of card that maybe you can pick it up very consistently with your 4th or 5th pick if you're the scholar or whatever, and then it's just going to be so annoying. And also the fact that it comes out in the occupations matters too, because if it comes out in the occupations, that obviously changes the way you can draft. Meteorologist. Can Meteorologist sew into my Pepper Farmer? I could take Meteorologist if it can sew into my Pepper Farmer. It says an empty field. Pilfer is fine. I mean, Pilfer playing Tapestry Weaver is fine, or Shearer is fine, and giving me some resources, assuming that I have the food for it. The problem with Pilfer is the timing. I'm not sure when I would find the time to play it. Actually, Pilfer and Meteorologist are both fine here. So Meteorologist is great synergy with Pepper Farmer. It just does that automatically for me. But with this hand, I'm going to want to be sewing more than just with Meteorologist. So I guess what I'll do is I'll take Pilfer here. Because probably the plan is... So, okay, the plan is gluten-free bake round 3, Baker bake round 5, and then Baker bake round 7 with the harvest. But probably what I can do is plow a field at any time in the first 6 rounds, get a sow action in round 7, and then, sow 1 field, 1 Pepper Farmer, and get a point there. And yeah, this could just be really dumb. So Pilfer could be played round 4. Like Pilfer can play round 9 Shearer. It can play round 9 Tapestry Weaver, or probably more likely round 11 Shearer or Tapestry Weaver, which would be fine. Alright, I'm going to have to read some of these. Corey's obviously good. Simple Plow. Simple Plow is okay. Not that impactful. So grain on this or the field. Harvest them for 2 food each. Art shop. Play an improvement. Building resources from your supply on this card. No. I need actions. Wood. Berry bush is just kind of nothing. Hay sheaves. I mean, berry bush is fine, but I won't take it here. Harvest the grain from each of your grain field. It's Corey. The pick is Corey. I mean, I don't even know if I'll take day labor more than one time, but it comes with 2 points. It's a free 2 points, so I don't need to think about that one too much. Artist Garden looks phenomenal with Pepper Farmer. I do think Gold Hog Pen is pretty good, especially with Acquirer. Getting the boar is pretty easier than normal, I should say. Straw Thatched Hut, I don't really have a source of grain aside from Acquirer, but we know what we're buying with Acquirer already. Barren Field. Plow a field, place 1 clay from the supply in this field. Oh, I see. So this is a clay for 2 points. That's pretty strong. Clay for 2 points is quite good. But the synergy from Artist Garden is going to let me trigger my Pepper Farmer more times. Like, I'm going to be able to trigger my Pepper Farmer every harvest, which is going to be ridiculous. I think there's some games where Colliery is just going to seem like it's so stupid, but I would note importantly that I think it's going to feel that way because of other cards that are enabling it. And I can't believe I pulled Farm Steward here. Now, to be fair, Farm Steward is maybe a little worse than normal because I'm going to play Acquirer, Baker, Pepper Farmer, Gluten-Free Baker. But I mean, Farm School can play Pilfer, Tapestry Weaver, and then Pilfer play Shearer. Or it can just play Shearer, like, if I want to play it a bit early. Cattle breeding to get a cattle. Turn a grain into a boar. Stud Corral. Play this card, you get a pair of animals, seems pretty good. Craft Fair. 2 food for each improvement that allows turning building resources into food by any player. That seems quite strong. Depending on the game. I guess it really depends on the game whether that card is good or not. But yeah, Farm School is amazing here. Farm School is amazing. Lonely Wish. This seems like a hand that might not go to a stone house because building the 4th room and staying in clay might be quite good with Tapestry Weaver, depending. Loyal Animal, no. Private Deposit, no. I'm gonna want food in the early game, not spend it. Cutting Board is gonna be incredibly good for someone. It's gonna be so much food. I wonder if I should take it just to block pick it. The problem is Chocolate is pretty great with Farm School. So I guess I have to take Chocolate. Chocolate is pretty fantastic with Farm School. Most wood rooms gets 2 bonus points. Is that playable for me? Am I going to stay in a wood room? Focus really heavily on Shearer. It's a wood for 3 points. Wood for 3 points saves me on my reno action. The problem is usually renovating is just a fine thing to do. So I think I'll take Berry Bush, I suppose. Yeah. Wood bench might be okay in this game. The problem with Acquirer, if I'm going to keep acquiring, then getting the fourth room is a little worse than normal. Well, Straw Thatched Hut is still here, which is pretty surprising. I can probably do something with Straw Thatched Hut. Build a couple clay rooms. Amusement Park is pretty good, though. And honestly, T is going to be fine for me this game. So like I could take any of these 3 cards. I might acquire grain at some point. Cutting Board works for me too? Really? I thought it was another player. Oh man, if I passed a card that would have worked off of me, for me, I thought Cutting Board was off from other players. That's why I didn't take it. It says any player. Oh man. Okay, yeah, it would be a food every time. Yeah, that would have been very good. I assumed it was other player. Jeez. That's so good. Straw Thatched Hut or Amusement Park. Take Straw Thatched Hut. Building more rooms is nice with Tapestry Weaver. This actually could be a holiday house game, hilariously. Turn a grain into a boar, never gonna want to do that. Let's take stud corral here. So, we're hoping to play an Auk. We can actually check to see who is... Check the play-by-play. No, not the play-by-play. Oh, Fofo is the start player. So we start in fourth. So that's too bad because it means we're not all that likely to get Auk in round one. But we might. It's definitely possible. I really wanna play Acquirer round one. But not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. Round one, Village Lady for Fofo. Okay. Probably has some payoff for early fields. Yeah. Too bad. Chairman, if this is your first Auk, play 2 Auks for free at the start of the next round. You may not play occupations anymore after those occupations are played. So get 2 Auks for the price of 1 and then don't play any more occupations. Interesting. You know what? I don't really care about 3 wood. I'm taking 2 clay and then building the fireplace here. Because the fireplace gets me my baking improvement. And if sheep come round 2, it's pretty good. Chairman? Yeah, Chairman does seem good. Yeah, it seems... I don't know. Patooti must have picked it with one of their first 2 picks. Because I did not pass it. So... I don't know what that means. I don't really know what that means. It saves you an action, yeah. It saves you an action in the early game. But only being able to play 3 occupations is a definite cost. Because some of the most powerful miners in the game have a 4 occupation prerequisite. Like Quarry, for example. Also, you guys can't see all my cards. Sorry, I need to resize them. So my mouse is causing me like serious detriments because when I play CSGO and I'm clicking to buy equipment, it'll often double click, so I'll buy something by accident. Because like I'll click on the category and then it automatically double clicks on me, and that drives me crazy. And then the other issue is that when I'm playing Arena, Magic Arena, sometimes it double clicks and then I'm passing the turn, but then it'll double click so I pass too far. Like for example, today I had a game that I was winning, but the guy had a lethal attack. I just needed to throw a chump blocker in front of it, but because of the double click, it killed me. Tree trimmer. And settler. Round action space, one of your unbuilt stables. Okay, so they're marking something. Tree trimmer on day labor. So Patooti is marking day labor. Oh man, good thing I didn't pass some quarry. Day labor and start player. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that could be pretty difficult to deal with. Oh man. Oh well. Go ahead and play Acquirer here. We're going to need to take food in round 3. Card something like Reed Pond or a Wood Cart. Yes, Wood Cart would be phenomenal. Especially with a 4-wood occupation. You could be playing Wood Cart with your first action in round 2 and then triggering it in round 2. Subsidized farmer. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Montu. Fofo is asking if the field is empty for subsidized farmer in particular, you're saying. Okay. I don't remember what subsidized farmer. Gave something for a number of empty fields. Ah, I see. So that's why they're playing Village Lady here. I gotcha. Cool. So 3 wood or occupation are the 2 actions that I want. Patooti is day labor. Yeah. Wait, stop. That's not how settler works. Can't put settler on day labor, yeah. Trying to supercharge the day labor action. Oh. Oh, come on. Do what, I guess. Now, because they can't put a stable there, they're saying, oh, well, not going to do that action then. Going to take 3 wood instead. That's annoying. I should read Clay Buyer again. Whenever you play an Auk, including this one clay on each of the next 2 round spaces. Yeah, it seems like a decent one. Especially we know there were cards out there. Patooti's got Gold Mine. Guys, Gold Mine is bad Gold Mine is bad for day labor combos. Gold Mine is bad for day labor combos. I need to acquire a vegetable here. Clay Buyer is such a me card. I'm going to wreck Patooti's Gold Mine. I'm going to take day labor first action every round. Patooti, if Patooti or Fofo are not the star player, Patooti is not getting day labor. Gold Mine is annoying, but it's not egregious in the way that Ash Collector is, I would say. I mean, it's going to be day labor SS 3 stone 2 read, and I'm going to do that 2 times and get the stuff for a room. Like, it's going to be kind of stupid. Wallfly plays Boat Collector. I could play an Auk here if I want to. I mean, I'm playing Gluten-Free Baker round 2, so I guess I'll just wait for that. This action could be a 3 wood action, but I don't really care about wood beyond Farm School. Not for a while. So, Reedstone Food. Am I wheeling a 3 food action? Because I do need a 3 food action. Hopefully I get a 3 food action back. Wallfly seems to want... It seems to be hoping that Occupation will come back. So, yeah. But there's also 3 wood there. So I think I should get a 3 food action back. To be fair, I won't have that many actions for day labor, so it's only really going to be good if I still need building resources at that stage of the game. Oh, Wallfly played Boat Constructor. Oh, that changes things. Maybe I should have taken the food then. Oh, well, it looks like I'm going to be lucky, and it's not going to matter. Patooti building here. Wallfly takes their food. Oh, I guess I don't have to. Well, no, I do need to because I need the food to play the Ock. I was thinking I can just acquire, but no, I need the food to play the Ock. So take 3 food, traveling players here, and then acquire another veg. Fofo's going to play Abandoned Field. I'm going to acquire a veg here. You receive 1-2 wood in the feeding phase of the harvest if you have at least 2 to 4 empty fields. Ah, here we go. So that's why the village lady is powering out. They're going to try to get... they're going to try to set up 2 wood per harvest. Yeah, it seems like a lot of work, but there are other cards that work. To be fair, Abandoned Field triggers in the feeding phase, which is after the field phase. So what it means is that you can plan around it a little bit. Like you can set up so you're going to harvest your 1 vegetable, 1 grain, and then get a wood. Pipe Smoker is very consistent, though. I would say the floor on Pipe Smoker is pretty high. Yeah, Pipe Smoker is not like top quality, I wouldn't say, but the floor is very high. Like it's a very consistently. I wouldn't say it's mediocre. I would say it's fine to good. The big problem with Pipe Smoker is that you have to use an action to keep your grains sown all the time, and if you're doing that, you know, do you also have time to play Pipe Smoker? And if you're doing that, you're letting the wood accumulate on the board, so then your opponents are getting lots of wood as well. But I mean, Pipe Smoker round 11 can be fantastic, you know, for 4 wood as a 4 wood action. Wallfly's playing Cattle Whisperer. No, she says not that. Realizing there's 4 wood on the board, I imagine. 4 wood seems pretty good for Wallfly. No, she's going to play Village Elder instead. Well, I don't have any passing miners, so I can pursue Village Elder points. But it's going to be difficult for me to... it's going to be difficult for me to have enough actions. Yeah, the Whisperers are generally... Sheep Whisperer can be fine, but usually the other 2 are pretty weak, because they just take too long to pay off. But I think Sheep Whisperer is okay. It's playable. It's not great or anything, but it's fine. Revised Cattle Whisperer is much better. Triggers 1 round earlier. That makes a big difference. Being able to play it around later, or around earlier, around later, it definitely makes a big difference. I should Wood Police, I suppose, and take 3 wood here. Yeah. Although I really want 4 wood because I want to be able to build and play Farm School. But I'll take the 3 wood here. I should get a read action with my first move next round. Feed 4, acquire veg. There's family growth. So Wallfly will build. Even though fofo will start player. But that means I should get a read action. 3 read is good. I need more than 1 read, of course, because of farm school. Ooh, Wallfly taking Reedstone food. I guess what am I saying? I'm not pressuring build a room yet. What am I saying? Of course Wallfly was going to do that. So I think what I want to do now is set up my farm school. So pepper farmer and plow, and then do a sow action before the end of stage 2 and play farm school. I think I want to do all of those things. And then farm school can play baker in the round 7 harvest. Looks fine. Pilfer was made quite redundant by farm school, unfortunately, but that's okay. There's wood available. I don't want to start player because I want fofo to have to start player, so I could plow or I could play an ock here. I'll play an ock here. Is Wallfly going for my sheep? Looks like Wallfly's going for my sheep. Fofo's gonna start player. And then family growth. So Patooti's setting up to grow. So is setting up farm school more important than growing potentially in 8? Probably not. Probably I need to first action build here. The problem is I need to take wood before I play farm school. I just have too many actions before the next that I need to get in. I probably want to take the sheep because I don't want to give up the sheep. Yeah, I think I should build here. Growing around earlier is fairly important. Growing around earlier is a full action. And if I don't build into start player into grow, I might fall even further out of the family growth queue. So I'll build here. That's fine. The gluten-free baker suffers only slightly. I can set up farm school with my start player action in Round 8 or round 9 maybe. So yeah, second action, take the sheep? Or should I take the wood? Probably the sheep. The sheep are a lot of food. Because I can play Artist Garden on start play around 7. And then I can acquire another vegetable. Like, I'm just going to keep acquiring vegetable. So then I could take wood into a sow action, or actually probably not. Fofo's discarding some cards. Wallfly's playing cutting board. Cutting board got pretty late. If I take 6 wood, I can stable block. So yeah, I'll take 6 wood here. Or I can not stable block. I can just build a room straight up. I don't even have to stable block. Although I probably would stable block. I don't know. Not sure. Getting 6 wood is excellent. First move, day labor. Over 5 wood is a little surprising. I guess these guys really don't need wood. So maybe I should prioritize wood a little lower and assume that they're going to let me get good wood piles. I guess the gold mine this early is putting quite good resources into the game. There's an extra 2 resources. It's just an extra 2 resources every single round. So to jump me, Fofo or Patooti has to start player and Patooti would have to start player and build to jump me. I think we're going to hope that Fofo does not mess with me. So I'm going to do plow action here. So I'm obviously setting up for farm school on family growth. And then a sow bake action, and then play artist garden and play quarry and everything. Resource of Palooza, yeah. Don't start player. I guess Fofo does have art shop, which makes them marginally more likely to do so, but commercial baker. I'm quite surprised that Fofo did not look at Straw Thatched Hut with commercial baker. Not too many cards get you 3 grain for so little work for an action. Patooti's going to start player craft fair here. Round 11 work phase, 2 food for each improvement. Oh, it triggers in round 11. I read round 12 for some reason. Why did I read round 12? I think it's I got the 2 and the 11 confused. Nothing played yet, but I'm sure there will be some more coming. E to H, acquire V. Wallfly is going to build the well. Family growth, play farm school. I could play artist garden here. Does Fofo still have enough cards in hand to discard? I think Fofo doesn't have enough cards in hand, yeah. Yeah, Wallfly saying assume no discard. Yeah, Fofo only has 1 card in hand remaining. So bake here because I want to be able to acquire at the start of the next round. Fofo wants me to says, pass me some minor, please. So round 9, I play Baker. Round 11, I play Tapestry Weaver. Round 13, I play Shearer. And Pilfer just doesn't get played. Unless I need a random resource, then I could play Pilfer before Shearer, maybe, and then play Shearer around 14. But yeah, I'd love to get some fences down so I can get some sheep. And Wallfly's going to start player. Wallfly will probably start player into the 6 wood though, so I won't hold my breath. Fofo... Yeah, I guess Fofo was pretty likely to maybe stone oven there. So Wallfly's getting something good. Good Shepherd would help with that. That's true. Okay, so... Do I take day labor over 3 wood? Probably not. I guess 3 wood... the third wood is better than 2 food for me. Am I going to acquire a vegetable? Yes, I'm going to acquire a vegetable. I'm going to keep acquiring vegetable. Oh, wow. First move, cooking hearth for Wallfly. I don't really care. I'm going to take 3 wood. And I'll probably start player or take clay and then reno artist garden. One of those two. I still have more miners to play. Straw thatched hut is unlikely to come out, I think, because of because I need to get the sheep going and it's going to take too long. But I could always potentially build clay rooms in round 12, or I could build clay rooms in round 13. I'd have time to get grain sown by then if I acquire grain in 10 and 11. Really, the problem with Straw Thatched Hut is that I just don't really have a great grain source this game, so I'd have to be sowing grain in round 11, basically, after acquiring it in 10 and 11, which I could theoretically do. The problem is I really want to artist garden the pepper farmer here. There's 3 stone available, stone ovens available. Obviously, stone ovens going to Fofo. But I could maybe do something. I mean, clay oven, I have enough stone. I don't really want the joinery. Basket Maker's Workshop doesn't seem like it's going to be that good this game. Yeah, again, Fofo's looking at it. So 3 stone doesn't seem really that good. So I could start player. Start player Artist Garden. I really want to take wood. I almost want to take... I was thinking 6 clay into Reno clay oven, but you know what? I'm going to want to first move take wood. I need wood as quickly as I can get because I do want to have 3 sheep. I probably acquire a sheep round 11 maybe and then take 2 sheep is the goal. Fofo's going to build the stone oven. I guess this is probably on start player, unfortunately. And then maybe last action build a room. Yeah. Well, we go last, but I mean, I still probably get a 3 wood action, so I'm not too worried about that. Patooti gets their stone for their stone Reno quite easily. And then Patooti will last action family growth. When does Settler activate? When other people do it? Any player. Yeah, so they do get their 7th food from the family growth action. I need a guest for farm school. Who should my guest for farm school be? Market woman, since I have so many vegetables, or the grocer. Who am I doing? Who's my farm school guest here? Thatcher's raising his hand like he's in class. All right, it's gonna be Thatcher. Artist Pepper, bake 2V, feed 6. Round 10, acquire vegetable. For 3 food. So first move will be a 3 wood action. Yeah, my original intention for gluten-free baker was that it should convert grain. It should convert vegetables in the way that you could convert grain, except that it gives 1 point whenever you do so. So my thinking was, in order to do this conversion, you would need the stone oven. And originally I put it at convert 1 vegetable when you play this card. Like the card could convert 1 vegetable. But yeah, the fact that it can convert 2, it's just like, I think it's very strong. I mean, obviously you're not supposed to be able to get this many vegetables. Like, it's not the kind of breaking the economy of the game a little bit. So I really need to get a so bake action this harvest, obviously. Either this round or next round. I have 3 food here ready to acquire vegetable again round 11 if needed. And then I should probably start acquiring grain at some point. Because I'm going to need a full action to take grain, so acquiring grain looks good. I could also start player quarry because day labor space becomes pretty good. I'll save that though. I maybe only need one day labor action this game, just to get the 3 stone for my stonehouse reno. 3 stone in a reed and 1 of whatever resource I already need or that I will need. Yeah, so I'm going to take 3 wood here because it enables fencing 15 with my last action. So now what I'm playing for, since I should end with about between, like my bonus points should end around more than 15. So if I can pull off like a 34 point farm, then that should be enough to win. Not sure how many plow actions I'm going to get, so I'm going to fence big. I mean, plow sow actions are fine for me. They'll be pretty good actually. Acquire another vegetable here. Fofo's almost got their plowing done. I also have to keep an eye on the sow action, the sow bake action. Fofo can use it right now, but I'm pretty sure Fofo wants the commercial bake before they do another sow bake action. So I'm pretty sure I will be able to pick up the sheep and sow next round. The hope is 2 sheep first and then safely sow second action. Hello, Bodeguitas. Bodeguitas. Yeah, I forgot to add in the tapestry weaver and shearer points, so I should have somewhere on the order of 20 bonus points. So yeah, like even a 32 point farm is probably winning. Although with all the extra resources, maybe not. Like 52 might not be enough to win this game. I probably need to score 50. If I score 54 or 55, I should be good. I can artist a vegetable here. So bake looks safe. Fofo would have to want to bake or sow 1 grain, which is absolutely awful. So I'll pick up the 2 sheep here. Pretty sure Wallfly's taking the 2 cattle. Yeah, so I'll take the 2 sheep. So unfortunately, Tapestry Weaver. I was going to acquire a sheep. I forgot about that. I already announced acquire vegetable, didn't I? I did announce acquire vegetable. I was going to acquire a sheep so that I could get a point from Tapestry Weaver here. That's fine. I can just play shearer this round for some food. Or this harvest, I should say. I think I'm going to play risky here and try to get another plow action before I sow bake. Because, yeah, Fofo is really not going to sow 1 grain. And nobody else can legally use the sow bake space, so I think we're good. Looks like Fofo's setting up to reno this round, honestly. Probably first move start player round 12 to set up family growth round 13. First move, start player Quarry, round 12, I think. I still have Stud Corral as well. If I could set up Stud Corral for even 2 boar round 14 for 3 points, that would be quite good. If I could play this on Reno, Stonehouse Reno. Alright, we got So Bake back, which is perfect. We might finally have enough vegetables that we can acquire something that is not a vegetable. Although continuing to acquire vegetables is worth a lot, I should say. Maybe I should just keep acquiring vegetables. So if I harvest... I mean, I'm going to artist twice. So going into round 13, I will have I will have 2 empty fields and 4... No, not 4 vegetables. So I bake these 2, and then I harvest all of these, and then I harvest 1 of these. So I will have one vegetable I can bake and 2 that I can sow. I mean, at some point there's diminishing returns, but I don't know when I will hit it. Play Shearer here for 2 food, and then feed 6. Harvest. Is that my 4th bake? I played Baker here, which was my 3rd bake. And then So Bake was my 4th. I think I'm at... Bake on So Bake and Bake with Baker. Yeah, this is my 3rd bake. Because I play gluten-free baker round 4, I bake with the So Bake action round 7, or no, I bake, yeah, with the So, then I get plus F Shearer. And then do I acquire another grain? Or do I acquire a vegetable here? I guess I acquire a vegetable. Acquire 1 last vegetable. Wallfly got Plow So. I'll start player Quarry here. Acquire a gluten-free baker in my opening hand was pretty ridiculous. It let me set up an absolutely ridiculous game. Just a totally ridiculous game. So I'll take 2 boar if they wheel. The 2 boar is 3 points. Maybe I should bake with my last action here. So bake with my last action. And then I acquire a grain round 13. I'm just wondering if I'm going to get, if the so bake action is going to wheel next round. So if fofo commercial bakes and then sows here, that's good. Or maybe fofo will count on getting plow sow from me. I could do a plow action here. I mean, artisting an extra time before I bake is, but before I do my sow action is quite nice. So yeah, I think we're gonna be greedy here, super greed. We artist a vegetable, then we can pay 3 food for a. I pay 3 food for a sheep. No, I think I'm hoping to get a sheep action still. Let's pay 3 food for a grain. Yeah, acquire a grain. And I'm not even going to sow this grain. It's not good value to sow it. Well, maybe I will just because I don't have space to sow my vegetables, but sowing the grain is barely worth anything for me. Fofo probably goes on commercial baker here. I would think they're planning plow sow. That would be my guess. Patooti's got some good stuff going on here. Good improvement points, big house, ready to go to stone. They're missing animals and crops, but they've got lots of actions to take them, so. Yeah, 3 grain, of course. Of course. So the day labor action could possibly wheel next round. If it does, the day labor is what lets me get my stone reno. And I wouldn't mind my stone reno if I can play stud corral, but you know what? The stone reno is not looking like it will do very much. So maybe not. Reno joinery for Patooti. Harvest a veg, acquire a grain. So the plan is second action sow bake, I believe, because I'm pretty sure fofo will plow sow here. Unless they think they need the bake action, but not with Basket Maker's Workshop, I wouldn't imagine. No, they're going to take the 2 cattle. Alright, so maybe planning to start player later. But it means that sow bake wheels here, which is perfect. I obviously want sow bake to wheel. What's Wallfly doing here? Wallfly's probably regretting taking 2 wood now because plow sow would be a lot better with sowing. I mean, she would like to sow a vegetable, maybe. Oh, Village Elder's out. I kind of forgot about Village Elder. Looks like Patooti's winning the race for it at the moment. I could do a plow sow action here. If I do a plow sow action here, and then I trigger Baker twice more, yeah, that looks fine. And then I don't need to acquire acquire vegetables anymore. Oh, I need to sow on the pepper farmer. Whoops. So I have 3, 5, 8 vegetables. So I can bake twice more. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Fofo's saying they think I wanted 2 cattle more than plow sow. I can't hold the 2 cattle, Fofo, so I think that was not accurate. Yeah, because I can't hold the 2 cattle and let the boar breed. And I want to do both. So I'll take 2 sheep here. Is 2 sheep, so my sheep breed twice more, getting to 5. So taking 2 sheep, and then maybe I could acquire a sheep around 14. Although what I really want to do is acquire cattle. But you know what? Fofo is not going to let me get the sheep. Fofo is going to take sheep with their next move. So I'm going to take the sheep here. Play Tapestry. I'm going to play Tapestry with Farm School. Also, hello, Sid. Yeah, I did catch it eventually. Thank you. Yeah, my opening hand, Sid had acquiring gluten-free baker in it, and I was reasonably certain that gluten-free baker, like there was a high chance gluten-free baker would come back. Very gross gluten-free baker combo, yeah. What's this 1 point doing here? I have a 1 point thing here, which doesn't seem right. Wonder if it was supposed to be pepper. I've sown on pepper 3 times. Yeah. So bake for 3 points again next round. Yep. Because it triggers pepper farmer again. And it generates the vegetables back. It gets the vegetables back. So yeah, it's Pretty gross. Pretty gross. You know what? And then just getting like farm school and getting like pretty good occupations late. Yeah. I had some good stuff going on for sure. So we're the Thatcher is our guest for farm school because the Thatcher's got his hand up. He's asking questions in class. He's doing this. Oh, that's a pretty big change for Wallfly to move their witch things over, because that really declares they're not going to fence anymore. No, she's not going to fence anymore. She could do like the middle two spaces. The middle two spaces would be fine, because the 6th field is probably not worth much to her. And yeah, seems unlikely that she's going to plow sow and then plow. Has she sown on cherry orchard yet? I don't believe so. Oh. Fofo's playing T on Renault. It's a miner that gets their action back. Nice. Also means that if I can wheel sow bake, then I could first move day labor, and then my 3 actions next round could be. I mean, I guess I wouldn't day labor first move because family growth will be available, but then it gives me the option of day labor into. So I have 4 moves, 3 sow bake. Sheep is maybe 2 points. I have to figure that out. Sow bake, family growth, day labor, Renault looks reasonable. Play Tapestry Weaver here. Use the food from Shearer for it. Tapestry Weaver is in the field phase. So farm school is part of the field phase? I think, yeah, farm school is part of the field phase. So I'm pretty sure I get a point here from Tapestry Weaver. And then I bake those 2. And then harvest 2 more points for gluten-free baker. And feed 7. Artist, the pepper farmer. Good. I think everything's correct. Oh, and then I can acquire. I'll acquire a cattle here. So bake does look like it'll be contested. Because fofo. Well, I guess it's just food for fofo. It's a question of how badly does fofo need innate food action. Yeah. I could day labor first move here. I don't really care about the extra thing that comes with the reno. So I'll just family growth first. And then hope to wheel so bake. Oh, and I also didn't breed my animals. I should do that. Fofo needed defense. Okay. That seems like it might be a bit of a king-making move for me. I don't know if Patooti's close, but yeah, that's only 2 points for Fofo, and it's a ton of points for me. Oh, I mean, it's a ton of negative points for Patooti. But Patooti doesn't say anything, so I wonder if they still have a way to fence. Not from an occupation, because they can't play any more ox, but I guess maybe with the joinery, not fencing is marginally less bad. They could build some stables here. Build 4 stables and then keep 7 for their joinery. It's marginally less bad, but it's still pretty bad. Sheep is gone, so bake is still there. Bake 2 vegetables. So I guess that I was going to end with about 20 bonus points. I got 1 extra so bake action in, so it looks like we're probably going to have about 23. No, more than 23. Because I'm going to bake again, so that's 20. Tapestry weaver, 22. And then 2 point shearer, 24. Yeah, so about 24 bonus points it looks like. And cattle is worth 1 point. Otherwise, not too much to do with my last couple moves here. One grain is worth 1 point. Wallfly plays Textile Guild. Okay. Wood for a point for Wallfly. Take a cattle here. I could take a boar. Whatever. I don't think it matters. Cattle there. Boar there. I forgot about their Ock. Yeah, they can only build 3 stables because of their occupation from settler. So then last move, grain or boar. Doesn't really matter. I couldn't hold 5 boar. Ah, good point. Thank you, Sid. So my instinct to get the cattle was correct. Feed 9. Bake another 2. So whatever I score plus 24. This is better. I was saying like 34 or 33 point farm, but this is like a 40 point farm. I'm in the 60s, I'm sure. Yeah, 42 point farm. So 66 final here. Just a massive blowout. My combo is incredibly powerful. So 40, 66, 49, 39. GG. Yeah, Baker was fantastic. $66 points. Yeah, pretty amazing. All right, guys. That was a game. That was a game. Has Montu started streaming yet? We're gonna raid Montu if he is streaming. Let me check. But if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Right, guys, let's raid Montu.